waiting on it. Hey, gal, me like the way you perform, the way you grab on me cocky, turn me on.
What's going on, Soko Vibes team and family? I just want to give a shout out to all the greats and all the legends that unpassed this month, and all the good, interesting topics that we have coming forth to you today. To start, I'd like to introduce my main man's Mr. Starboy 305. Unfortunately, we are out one member today, but he'll be back next week. He's just a traveling man. He's here, there, everywhere, and around the world. Um, and also, I'd love to give a shout out to our intro video person. She goes by the name of Tima. And I also would like to give a shout out to Mr. Diverse himself. You know what I'm saying? Coming with the tunes all the time with the song that just keeps us grooving and moving. To start, would you like to add anything, Mr. Starboy?
No, just shout out to Soka fam. Appreciate them for keep rocking with us. So make sure you guys keep liking, commenting, keep subscribing. Let's rock out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And guys, yes, the whole liking, commenting, and subscribing keeps us bringing the energy and keeps us bringing the content to you guys. So we'd love to be here every other week with you to drop these topics. But to bring in the topic, Cam versus Gillie versus Ryan versus Gillie versus Cam, however you want to put it. This one right here, it seems like every so often in the media we have like moments with our black celebrities where people lash out, and it seems like it's like an ego thing sometimes, or sometimes people feel disrespected in the space, in the shoes that they hold. And I'm curious to know, Starboy, what is your take on this? Like, who do you side with, for one? Two, what is your actual opinion on this, and why?
So let me just give Soka fam quick breakdown. So if you guys don't know, Cam Newton has a show called Fourth and One, right? Where he does his own podcast of pretty much just football analytics and stuff like that. So pretty much how this conversation started was, going into this season with Jalen Hurts winning a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl MVP, Cam Newton didn't have him as a top 10 quarterback, right? So that sparked up everything. That started with Ryan Clark said something. Then Terrell Owens said something. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of just different people like reacted and said something like about basically Cam is hating on him. So basically, and then Gillie said something, right? So Cam basically went on his podcast and said, "Hey Gillie, like we only know you. We don't know you for your raps. Like we only know you for podcasting." Like he was like, "Hey," like to his co-host, he was like, "Hey, name any one of Gillie albums or songs," and he couldn't. So that's pretty much how it happened. And then with Ryan Clark, he was like, "Ryan Clark, you're a second team all SEC. We can't relate." Basically, he was saying like your college accolades don't add up to my accolades. And he was like NFL accolades. Like Cam Newton was an MVP, no matter what. Yes, he didn't win the Super Bowl, but that 2015 season, Cam was that boy.
Right.
He was 15-1. Carolina took them to the Super Bowl. They just fell short to the Denver Broncos. But how I feel about it, I feel like I side with Cam, even though I don't agree with his take that Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback. But the only thing I side with Cam is because Cam just gave a take. Everybody is attacking Cam the person. Don't attack the person, attack the take. Like if you feel like what he said is wrong, okay, give him the stats of why he's wrong. Don't go and say Cam Newton like Jalen Hurts is better than you. You're just jealous, or like pull up Jalen Hurts stats next to Cam Newton stats and be like, hey, bro, like he's way better than you. Like all Cam is saying was Jalen Hurts plays in the system. When you're playing with one of the best running backs in the league and Saquon Barkley, and then you got two Pro Bowl receivers and your defense is top 5, you don't have to do that much. At that point, you're just being a game manager. I'm not saying Jalen Hurts can't be a game changer, but right now, all we need you to do is manage the game. All we need you to do is move the sticks and get it going, hand the ball to Saquon. If Saquon was hitting it, if he was hitting from 80, then cool, Jalen Hurts. Whenever we need you for the touch push, do the touch push. But other than that, just do a little bit of stuff. And I feel like people are attacking Cam for no reason when we all remember during the season that people were questioning Jalen Hurts like throwing ability because he really wasn't throwing for over 200 yards like that. If we just being honest, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much siding with Cam because it's like he attacked Jalen Hurts, the player, not the person. But everybody's attacking Cam, the person, as a player. Like you know, kind of being disrespectful.
Right, right. So for me personally, I have no dog in the fight. I think, it's okay for you to side with Cam due to the fact that, his accomplishments shouldn't be diminished.
Hmm.
But I don't think that another black man or an athlete for that matter should attack another black man's accolades. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I think there's no dog in the fight for me, but so
Hmm.
nobody's really right to me. I think,
Hmm.
how they're going about it, they should keep it just like strictly stat based. But
Hmm.
it seems like it's turning into more than that due to egos. And I'm curious to know, like, how Terrell Owens get in the mix? Like, T.O.,
Basically,
what's
he said because basically he said Cam Newton that was a Skip Bayless take. He tweeted that was a Skip Bayless take, basically with dreads.
oh,
That's what he
okay.
posted. And
Mm.
Cam was like, "Well, he was like, well, To basically none of your quarterbacks ever liked you." Like that was Cam's response. Like Cam basically was going like, "Okay, since you guys are gonna come for me personally now I'm gonna be petty and come for you personally now." So that's pretty much what he's been doing. Even though like you said, no dog in the fight because another black man tearing down another black man is not great, but you know,
Right, but it's kind of hard to come at To with the numbers that To.
no, you can't.
So it's like, yes, that was To's opinion.
Hmm.
I'm saying, so why do you feel, Cam, like you have to constantly rebuttal and defend yourself when you know who you are? You know,
Hmm. I think probably because like when you think about it, like I'm pretty much sure like as far as I'm talking about like Ryan Clark and To, like I know Cam and them used to be like good friends. Like they used to be on a podcast together, like I am athlete sometimes. So I know that they had like good like friendship, camaraderie.
camaraderie.
So exactly. So I don't know if like he felt hurt because it's like, bro, it's my boy. It's like basically in like I work on ESPN with Ryan Clark and he throwing shots at me.
Mm.
Like and like you call me Skip Bayless with dreads, bro. Like
That, but okay, let me ask you this: do you feel like that wasn't a Skip Bayless with dreads take, or like,
no. Even though like I said, I don't agree with it, but the reason why I say no is he's not evaluating Jalen Hurts, the Super Bowl champion. He's evaluating like the his passing yards. Because I think Jalen Hurts only throw for 2,900 passing yards this season. That just passed. Which, when we look at it, that's not top 10 numbers. Like, if we just being statistically, he didn't throw for that many touchdowns. Like, it was statistically, it was not like it's not top 10 quarterbacks. Like, I could just give you 10 quarterbacks and you're gonna be like, I had a better year than him.
so let me ask you this: sometimes, like when you put a certain quarterback in a certain system, right? Their
Mm-hmm.
value sometimes can go unnoticed. You
Of
feel me?
course.
So, in my opinion, when I watch Jalen Hurts, I seen what he can do. I seen what he did at
Mm-hmm.
Bama. I seen what he did at OU. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I seen what he's done in the NFL. He, whether you put the game manager label on
Mm-hmm.
him, regardless, he still performs and shows up. So I'm just curious to know, like, at what point, like, I see the stats on one side,
Mm-hmm.
where does his value compensate for the output and stats? Because he had a good team. We all
Mm-hmm.
know that. And the numbers can be obscured sometimes. But if you have somebody who can take you to the promised land, get the
Mm-hmm.
job done, and accomplish something that you fell short of, it's kind of hard to put him under that top 10 range, especially when there's been times where Mahomes has made it to the Super Bowl. And in my personal opinion, it hasn't always just been because he played a miraculous game.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have the Pacheco, you have to have the Kelsey, you have to
Mm-hmm.
have Sheed Rice to then pick you up. You feel me? So I get what Cam is trying to say, but I just feel like his argument kind of lacks legs. And I feel like could transition from just that football aspect and to take it into the podcast space. Now you're dealing with a different
Mhm,
entity. You're speaking on the man's music as far as Gilly the Kid is concerned, right? This man is dominating a space that you are, trying to be in. So
mhm,
where you diminish him in one area, it seems like he's winning in the next. So
mhm,
it's almost like the Nicki Minaj situation last week that we were talking about with the whole
mhm,
scissor thing. Is like, yes, at times Nicki Minaj has legs to stand on, but there's also times where you like, okay, this makes no sense. Why are you getting to it with somebody
mhm,
who's been in your lane? You know what I'm saying? You're a rapper, she's a singer. Like you asked for a collab. I guess the invoice never went through, whatever the case might be.
mhm,
But why go at it with her? You going at it with somebody that's a DB. You're going at it with somebody that's a podcaster slash rapper. That has nothing to do with the space that you were in. Yes, you struck a nerve due to the fact that one is a loyal to the soil hometown kid, and the
mhm.
other just doesn't agree with your statement. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that everybody can agree to disagree. There's so many times you and Mello say some stuff that I just can't,
I
I
agree
can't
with
agree. Yeah.
you. Mhm.
And we just agree to disagree. Sometimes I think y'all sipping on something, but to each his own, you know what I'm
But you
saying?
see, I think the thing is now that like because everybody basically goes for that one viral take. Like you give out that viral take, it's gonna get a bunch of responses.
Mm.
Now you may get some responses you want, but you may get some responses you don't want. But what we know, drama and controversy sells. So if it looks like Ryan Clark and Cam Newton are beefing now, that sells. If it looks like Cam Newton and T are beefing, that sells. All these different things sell. So it's like it's even just like a thing of you put out a viral take, anybody put out a viral take and you post it and it gets a certain right audience to respond, it's gonna sell. Because if now we thinking, oh snap, like we thinking like this, oh snap, Cam Newton and Ryan Clark work together on ESPN. They gonna have to see each other at some point.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to come face to face at some point, and they're gonna have to talk about what just happened. Now I know Ryan Clark pretty much cleared up what he said to Cam, like he talked about people are attacking Cam the play the Cam the player instead of Cam the person instead of Cam the player, especially when he was a great player. But it's just like if he hadn't said that, like if he would have stood on business and got back with went petty again with Cam, it's like, bro, you have to see each other at some point.
Right. I think they might have calmed it down just for corporate, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
not Gilly though.
No, Gilly don't owe nobody anything. And like you said, we're sitting here talking about it right now.
Mhm,
So, apparently it shook up the week. It shook up
mhm,
some topics that make us kind of say, huh, is he a top 10 quarterback? Is he not?
exactly.
But then somebody, I think it was Uncle Shay Shay who said, now it takes the attention away from the accomplishment that Jalen Hurts made. And
Mhm,
he's so right by saying that because it's like the man just won a Super Bowl, right?
mhm,
We're not talking about the Super Bowl he won. We're
mhm.
talking about if he's top 10. So it's like the man just proved himself on the greatest stage that you can possibly have in his profession, but you're
Exactly.
talking about if he's top 10 or not when this is a team game.
But I kind of like I said, I agree with Cam. Like I do. We wasn't looking at Brady the first three Super Bowls. We wasn't looking at him like Brady because he was a game manager. He was just managing the game. We wasn't looking at Brady like that. But when he start putting the team on his back, start scoring like that, the talent around him is not as good. He don't have the name brand receivers that everybody else got. He don't got the top 10 or the number one receiver. He may have the number one tight end, but I don't think there was besides Randy Moss, I don't think he ever had a number one receiver that was like the number one receiver in the league.
So let me ask you this. How many times does one man have to prove themselves until you could consider them great or top 10 at 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 their profession?
I think it's not even have to prove himself. I think it's in the fashion you do it. Because we've seen the Philadelphia Eagles pretty much win games this past season just off of Saquon and the defense. it looks like, bro, like the Super Bowl looks like, bro, like because when you think about it, bro, like okay, people are saying like this, oh, Jalen Hurts won that Super Bowl, bro. Put Lamar behind that O line and put him like with Saquon in the backfield and that defense. Lamar would have won the Super Bowl. Put Mahomes behind there, they would have won the Super Bowl. Put Josh Allen behind there, they would have won the Super Bowl. Like
Right.
they're just saying like
So
these
why
all these.
not the GM? Why not instead of us crediting a singular person
Mhm.
out of a 12-man uh people out of 12 men on the field, out of the 52-man roster, why not credit the GM? Hey, you put a fantastic team together.
Mhm. Because
This is
even though the GM puts the players there, he doesn't like he could like for example, I could buy the food, but you gotta cook it.
right. They still got to
So,
perform.
but
Right.
what I'm saying, so even though yes, like nobody gives the GM credit because it's like, okay, I bought the food and all that, but somebody gotta cook it. You get what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how it is.
So you don't think Jalen cooked his food?
Not necessarily, bro. Not
Oh
necessarily.
yeah.
I feel like look, I feel like what he did was like, okay, like what he did was like he cooked the food, but he just got it ready. All right. He just
That's
like, all right,
what we do.
he just got the listen, he got the utensils ready and all that type of stuff. He got them ready to play. Like Jalen Hurts, one thing I say, Jalen Hurts is a great leader. Like a great leader. Like when I hear him inside the huddle, like he's a great leader. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, like it's just like, bro, Saquon, bro, the man went over basically. If he would have played the last game, he would have broke the NFL record.
So let me ask you this: do you feel like at times Saquon's greatness overshadowed a lot of the greatness of Jalen Hurts?
Yes, because
Okay,
I'm pretty sure he said what?
is that his fault though?
It's not his fault. It's not. It's not. But it's like, bro, it's like, okay, for example, right? If Saquon run the ball for 85 yards
Mm.
and he get down to the 1 yard line and Jalen Hurts, you do a tush push. Who does the touchdown really go to? Yes, a touchdown went to Jalen Hurts, but bro, Saquon just got you here. Like there's games where Jalen Hurts had like 3, 4 rushing TDs, and it was from the 1 yard line, bro. Like he pretty much did all the work for you. Like it pretty much did all the work for you. It's the same thing where like you got to think about it. You
Somebody
lost,
still got to throw that ball to AJ Brown. AJ Brown still had good numbers.
but what I'm saying is think about it, AJ Brown, right? Put AJ Brown with um a Mahomes or somebody. His numbers would look way better. But at the end of the day, AJ Brown is happy that they won their Super Bowl.
Right.
He wouldn't replace that for nothing.
That goes back to my question.
Mm-hmm.
He still helped cook the food.
No, he helped. No, I'm not saying he didn't help cook the food. He helped cook the food. He helped stir the pot, all that. But what I'm saying is like, it's like, for example, like he did his homework, but he got some help on the homework. Okay.
So do you feel like is okay? So what you're trying to say to Soko fam is it's not about if you cook the food or not. It's how the food is prepared.
Yeah, because it's like based off of like everything's a highlight reel now.
Right.
So it's not even like, for example, if Jalen Hurts would have had like a bunch of spectacular throws this season, it would have been no question. But for the fact that this NFL season we was questioning like, yo, Jalen Hurts got AJ Brown wide open and on a slant, and he not throwing the ball, and he wide open. So you had a bunch of times this. You even remember there was a part this season where AJ Brown was reading a book on the sideline.
I get
And everybody was starting to question, like, what is Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown's relationship like? Because Jalen Hurts is, I think, either AJ Brown, one of them is like the godfather of one of their childs, like, because they're close. But it's like people questioning their relationship, like what's going on between them, bro? Because
yeah, on the field and off the field it's two different. It's
no, it's two different things. But you know how people are.
People are gonna critique greatness.
Exactly.
So with Mahomes, right? They keep on going to Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
right? At the end of the day, they're critiquing Mahomes with every little thing he does, but does that like not make him a great quarterback? When he had a down year
Yeah,
in
he did.
a lot of people's eyes, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they're not gonna say Mahomes is not a top 10 quarterback. You feel me?
No, they're not gonna say Mahomes is not a top 10 quarterback, but that's Mahomes. We already done seen him win 3 Super Bowls.
But this is a second time we seen, Jalen Hurts, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
in the Super Bowl. So it's like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
he got something going on.
No, he got something, but I'm just saying, like, think about the fashion. Like, you think about Mahomes, year one, 50 touchdowns. Like, you just got to think about the fashion and way they doing it. Like, for example, Justin Herbert is not a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts to me.
Right.
But because how people like how he throw the ball and how beautiful it looks when he throw the ball,
The arm.
that it looks aesthetically more pleasing. It's like, for example, like you gonna like a player that pretty much, like, for example, I'm gonna take Kyrie over Jokic, even though Jokic is more effective. Why? Because Kyrie game is more prettier, is more fancy, is more highlight reel, even
So
though somebody else is getting the job done.
So that's opinion. That's more so like subjective, because like for me, it's different when you put an asses in the seats versus, you know what I'm saying, winning championships and things of that sort. I've seen Kyrie win a championship, but I've seen Jokic, the Joker, do it on a whole different level. He's 10 boards. He's going to give you 20 points. He's going to give you 15 assists. His triple double seems to come easier, and you don't really feel the triple double happening until you're in the second or third quarter. So, yeah, this right here, I'm gonna say this. I don't like Cam's take. I don't like how he's going about things, but neither do I agree with how the other guys are taking it. So with that said, we're gonna pull up a clip, and this is of Gillie the Kid, pretty much, throwing out, a little wild language. So bear with us, Soko. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pop, I call it popping your shit. He's just, he's talking with his chest because he is a man. He feels like he's been disrespected. So here's Gillie the Kid. Let's see here. Go ahead and play that for y'all.
Good day, Cam Newton. I seen you came at me because I said Jalen Hurts did what you couldn't do. That was win a Super Bowl. So you want to get all in your feelings. Man, shut your tight jean wearing ass up, man. Nigga, you had on a jersey with a bow tie, you corny ass nigga. Get out of here, nigga. You will never be able to fuck with Jalen Hurts, nigga. You super goofy, corny ass nigga. Get out of here, nigga. What you do? You won MVP, won a Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl MVP. And you hating on him. Cause he did what you couldn't do, nigga. Win a Super Bowl. And he been to 2 of them. So when you hating on him, nigga, just know you wasn't better than him, nigga.
That's all right.
You talk about, can you name one of my albums, nigga? You ain't gotta be able to name one of my albums, nigga. Fuck wrong with you. You in my space. You ain't bigger than me in this space, nigga. You a low ass boy in this space, nigga. You low ass boy. I could come sign you, nigga. You low ass boy. What you talking about? You nigga, don't ever hate on Jalen Hurts, nigga. I know it hurts your fucking feelings that you wasn't Jalen, nigga. You non-Super Bowl having ass nigga.
Bro, he's stupid, bro.
And let's be for real. You out clout chasing, man. You interviewed a nigga on your platform who ain't nobody, and he got on there and talked about Deion Sanders, Beyonce, Jay-Z, a bunch of. Come on, man. You a Pro Bowler, man.
White.
You made millions of dollars, man. That's the type of content you chasing, man. Get your goofy ass out of here, Cam. Super goofy ass nigga, tight jeans, jersey with a bow tie wearing ass nigga.
Yeah, nah, he wild.
Fuck you thought you.
Yeah. So
a lot of curse words.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Gillie need to get on one of them roast competitions because he was flaming them up, but yeah.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is, hey, Gillie, I understand what you did, and I know Gillie's not the type of person to back down, but you got to bear it, bro. Cam Newton is 6'6". Like, that's a bro. Like, we didn't see him this year. Like, I think it was last year. We didn't see 5 dudes try to jump him, and he was still on his feet. Bro.
So this is what we gonna need Gillie to do, man. We're gonna need Gillie to get his security team up because he got the bread. He got the bread. He got his security team up, man, because he talking spicy. He talking spicy right there. Ryan might get the pivot boys, saying
Exactly.
he got a little squad over there,
Exactly.
but Gilly needs some protection, what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
need
bro.
under witness protection, man.
Because
But
NFL players against NFL players, like I feel like NFL players are aggressive. So I don't know how that's gonna work, especially if it's 3 NFL players versus 1. But you telling Gilly, you like 5, like Gilly gotta be less than what, 5'5"? And Wallow not gonna help you.
nah,
Because they're not gonna help you.
nah. Wallow. Yeah. So to transition, we got Uncle Shay Shay, man. This one right here, Uncle Shay Shay, it's like he's in the media's eye. He's a media darling in the black
Mhm.
community, but sometimes his name get thrown up in these little controversial topics. And
Mhm.
first they were questioning the man's sexuality, right?
They were.
And the man comes out with a accidental, not so accidental video,
Mhm.
and then now we got word that he's messing around with a OnlyFans model.
Mhm.
She wants half of his earnings, right,
Mhm.
from that big $250 million deal that
Mhm.
he's signing for.
Mhm.
The timing just seemed to be
Mhm.
very calculated, for one. Two, it's like when you are an entity, you are a brand. I don't know why you be wilding out like that. Then
Mhm.
you got what was Shannon at the crib? What's going on? Like,
Mhm.
there's a lot of moving parts here, buddy. And then you got a family, you got children. It doesn't discredit your greatness, but it just makes me wonder, like, who has your best interest at heart when they see you, what I'm saying, doing your little thing, you doing your thing on the side, whatever, on the slide,
Mhm.
whatever. Who is telling you, hey, I don't know if this is the best move for you, brother.
Mhm.
I don't know. That one might be a little too young, what I'm saying. The
Mhm.
public opinion, the public eye might
Mhm.
certain type of way. Like, prime example, Monique made mention of it one time and was like, "Hey, you need to find you one of these, older women to go ahead and settle down with."
Mhm. For sure.
So I'm just curious to, like, know, like, all this, like, you are a very
Mhm.
intellectual man. How do you let your pants win in these situations? You know, knowing that you are an entity and a brand.
Mhm.
NDAs at.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
nobody
But
saying stop your show, man. Because I mean, everybody needs some loving,
mhm.
but it's where you looking for your loving. It seemed like maybe Ocho. You should take the advice from Ocho. Have
Mhm.
Ocho help you out. In that the part he live in South Beach,
Mhm.
and everything is at your disposal right there through your man's.
Mhm. Yo,
So
please yourself.
this one's a head scratcher for me. And I mean, he gonna make his bread back,
Mhm.
but it's like he definitely did f up his bag.
Mhm. But
Because
sorry.
go
What
ahead.
J. Cole said what he said in the famous words of J. Cole, don't save. They don't want to be saved. Well,
Yeah,
it's don't save her, but
yeah, you can't.
for him, it's he don't want to be saved, bro. Like,
He
bro,
just said the OnlyFans model. Don't
bro, like,
care about
come on, like my thing is this, like just like you said, Shannon Sharp and got the nightcap shirt on. Shannon Sharp is like you could tell he's an educated black man. Like, he's not a jock. He just didn't like play football. He doesn't know nothing. Like, he's very well versed in multiple sports and even the politics, and even he knows a lot of history wise. And this is my thing, Shannon. Come on, bro. You don't mess with a little girl. Like, I'm not saying a little girl as if she was underage, but come on, man, you 50 something, almost pushing 60. Come on, what are we doing? Like, you got to think about it. This generation is trying to get to the bag fast, especially the younger generation that's a little under us. If you think that we not the only persons, and we not to your level, Shannon, yet, but we'll get there. But it's to the point where, bro, everybody sees your deal that you're signing for. So you didn't think she was gonna see that deal?
250.
250. It's now she talking about, oh, just give me my money. Yeah, I
Yeah,
had a consensual relationship, but guess what? I'm gonna make it not consensual because guess what it's gonna do? You're innocent. You're guilty till proven innocent. So guess what, Shannon? You're at the top of your career. You about to sign a new deal for your podcast. Club Shay Shay's taking off. Nightcap is doing wonders. You're on first take. Guess what? Hey, this comes out. Hey, Shannon, that boy got to come on first take now. Oh,
you
I'm
know,
not coming back on first take right now.
I didn't know what Cat Williams meant when he said they're gonna come for you.
No,
I
yeah.
was like, who the hell finna come?
Mm-hmm.
Who finna come for Aunt, man? When he said they're gonna come for you, I didn't know which angle he was going with that. I didn't know if he was talking about the head of operations at some type of major
Mm-hmm.
corporation. I didn't know if that meant like the little
Mm-hmm.
thought. I didn't see what angle he was talking about when he said they're gonna come for you.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, after that interview, Buddy been in scandal after scandal after
Mm-hmm.
scandal.
Bro, and bro, you just retired this OnlyFans model. Just
Right.
retired her. Why does she retire?
He didn't do
Oh,
nothing.
because but what I found is suspicious was the lawyer that she had didn't even show up to court the day that the thing was supposed to the settlement was supposed to happen, and then all of a sudden, um, she all of a sudden the next week later they settled.
Yeah, yeah, that
That's crazy to me, bro.
yeah, that's crazy. Welcome, come on, Mello. How you doing, brother?
Hello, what's up,
Yeah.
fam?
What's up, guys? How y'all living, man? Your boy had a
Good.
long day today, but I'm
Yeah,
happy that I was still able to make the show tonight. I
yeah,
see that you guys talking about Uncle Shay Shay. I
yeah.
heard that. I heard that the case was dropped, and I heard that the girl quit doing OnlyFans as well. I find it
Mhm.
kind of suspicious, as Dr. Omar would say.
Oh, speaking of Dr. Omar, man, oh man,
Yeah, I heard something about him.
On Twitch, we gonna touch on Dr. Omar on Twitch
Okay.
for sure. But yeah, so we were just pretty much hitting at the fact that this man had a $250 million bag that he just kind of threw to the wayside. You know, due to the fact that he wanted to mess around with the young shorty. And my thing is, it ain't nothing wrong with what he had going on as long as it's consensual and
Of
she's
course.
of it. But the problem was, you've been on this earth so long, you don't see the trap. All
Hmm.
these all this time you've been alive, you haven't seen that game.
Bro, he could have went go get he could have went and go get Angela Bassett, Nia Long, bro. You could have went and got them, bro. They would have played you, bro. These are all older single black women are that are beautiful, bro. You could have went and got them. What's that other girl? Light skin. She used to play in that show with I forgot his name. She's light skinned. I forgot her name though. She's older, but I'm like, you could have went and got her too. All these older women, you could have went and go talk to them, bro. They would have talked to you, bro. You got the bread.
Uncle was trying to test out them blue chews, man. Uncle was
Do we
trying to
sponsor Blue Chew? Isn't he sponsored by Blue Chew,
Rose
if
Sparks.
I'm not mistaken?
I think
yeah,
it's
he's
Rose Sparks.
Sparks, one of them. He's trying to see if he still had it, man.
Listen, he tripping.
But he testing it out on the young ones to see if it really work or not. But hey, to each his own, man. I just hope wish the best for Unc. I really enjoy listening to his content. I like
Mhm.
what he has to say. You know what I'm saying? I think he drops gems. It's just this type of stuff puts a stain on him. Like, you ever see like LeBron James, right? He manages to go through this world kind of unscathed without like
Mhm.
people putting all this smudge on his name or whatever the case might be.
All right,
Whether
now we
or
heard
not,
something about LeBron James today, so I don't know.
yeah. You said who?
We just heard something about LeBron James today, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I feel like that's gonna be the broom is coming out for that. The
Mhm.
broom is coming out for that. He knows how to make it. Every time LeBron get dunked on, right? You ever notice? You never find the footage.
Mhm.
These billionaires have a way of making things disappear, right? They rub elbows with each other. So hey, if you the Bezos or you whoever, oh, I like LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? I know how to make things disappear, let me get that off the internet for you. Any LeBron slander will be reported or blocked immediately until further notice. That's how they move and operate. I'm waiting for Bill Cosby. I'm not Bill Cosby. What's his name? Uh, Mr. Think Like a Man.
Kevin Hart.
Harvey.
Oh, Steve Harvey.
I'm waiting for him. I got a problem with him. Waiting for somebody to expose him for his little shady ways. But that's neither here nor there. That's my own personal vendetta that just kind of seeped in. I was projecting just now. But the transition, you came at a really good time, Mr. Mello, because I'm curious to know, how do you feel about your quarterback's toe?
I
love it.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I was worried. When I read the report on Twitter, they said a lower leg injury. I'm like, oh my God, I hope that this is nothing season ending or gruesome. But it was just a toe. Thank God that it was nothing significant. It was not, his big toe or anything fractured within his toe. So pretty happy about it.
You lucky you didn't hear turf toe.
Right.
Dislocation.
Located toe, exactly.
If you would have heard turf toe, y'all season would have been over. You see that? Because that's one of those injuries that don't calm down.
No, it doesn't. It gets aggravating. It gets aggravating.
By the time, especially if he in them cold weather games, y'all dodged a bullet right there. I say everybody getting hurt this training camp. Training camp just started this week, and the Dolphins then had somebody airlifted from the
practice field. Yeah.
I'm like, golly,
corners. Both of y'all corners, season ending.
Yeah, man. This survival of the fittest out here in this training camp world. What's your thoughts on it, Starboy?
Just looking at the Dolphins and then just looking at the Jets.
And Niners. Talk about your Niners too now.
No, we're not gonna
get away with it.
Listen, listen. My mama told me if I had nothing good to say, I'm not gonna say it at all, really. So the Niners, we
this is
not good to say about them.
Channel. This is not a Dolphins and Jets channel.
You're right.
That's it all. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, right now, like I said, it's not pretty much anything to talk about because I feel like, okay, even with the 49ers, they said Brandon Ayuk is not he's not nowhere, he's not coming back this season. Well, I already knew that. The man tore his ACL and his MCL, bro. He's not did you think he was gonna come back this season? Because I didn't.
All on one play?
Yeah, all on one play.
Yeah.
I know he tore one of them. I know he
tore the MCL and ACL.
Yo, that could almost be career ending.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, okay, you have that. Your number one receiver is what's his name? Pierce.
Ricky.
He's just coming off of getting shot last season. So
what about
Juwan Jennings? What about Juwan Jennings?
No, Juwan Jennings is good. No, he's good. But what I'm saying is you would say Purcell is their number one receiver right now because towards the end of the year, that's what the trajectory was going. He was getting the passes and the targets. Now you still got Juwan Jennings, but I'm just saying, okay, we don't know what type of McCaffrey we're getting. Don't know what type of McCaffrey we're getting. Kittle's older. Kittle's not the same. There was a point in time where Kittle and Travis Kelce, even though Travis Kelce was a little bit above him, that thing literally went like this.
Neck and neck, yeah.
I'll agree with you, Starboy. I think Kelce and Kittle should retire.
Yeah.
I agree with you. But what I'm saying is clear separation now. Even though Travis Kelce's not the same anymore, but what I'm saying is it's where there was a point where they were
neck and neck.
Now it's clear separation. So I don't even pretty much George Kittle is pretty much just a blocker.
I know he's a blocker, but I don't know about clear separation. I feel like Kelce had a year that was just
that was trash.
Let me ask you this.
He cut his hair, by the way. He cut his hair, so watch out. Watch out.
This is a question for Mello. How much of the play of Kelce do you blame on Taylor Swift?
Repeat that. Repeat that second part one more time.
How much of the blame from the play of Kelce do you put on Taylor Swift?
Woo! I'll say like 50-50. I ain't gonna lie. Because ever since when he started dating her, like I guess he got too caught up in the moment
Okay, so,
of
so
Taylor Swift. Yeah.
hold that thought right there. I mean, you say
Okay.
you feel like he got too caught up in the moment, right?
You're right.
So why the hell do you think Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion is gonna translate to like a 20-point plus season? You see the energy that's being drained out of this. Somebody got to send Kelsey some help.
But look though, the difference between Taylor Swift and Megan, Taylor Swift, she's a billionaire. You feel me? Like she has a whole crowd of people all over the world. Megan, she's only have a Pacific demographic. So either way, I mean, it won't make a difference.
So you don't
Like,
think
all right,
drain the life out?
if they were switch bodies, if Taylor Swift and Megan Thee Stallion were to switch bodies, I felt like it would have been a different outcome.
For sure. I agree with that.
I'm not lying. Think
Hey,
about it. If
hey,
Taylor
bro, you
Swift was
smart,
like,
brody.
yeah, look,
Smart for that
at their
one,
fan
too.
base. Yes,
Come
look
on
at
now,
Hey,
Come on.
Megan's
he cooking right
fan
now.
base.
Hey, he cooking right now.
man.
Yeah,
He cooking with
cooking,
just
brother.
water.
No, he cooking. He cooking with grease.
yeah,
That
So
Crisco.
bro,
He got that Crisco.
so you feel like the body type determines the play on the field.
No, that's not what he's saying. Not the
you're
body
right.
type.
I'm not saying the body type. I'm just saying like who they are as
He's saying their
individuals.
personalities and who they are. Because you got to think about it, right? If you take Megan Thee Stallion is a millionaire, yes, but she doesn't have more money than Klay Thompson. So, and in Travis Kelsey's point, Taylor don't need Travis. Like
Yes,
she's more bigger than him. No matter where they go, like no matter where they go, they're gonna recognize Taylor Swift before they recognize Travis Kelsey.
So
They're gonna do that.
what does that have to do with the play on the field?
My thing is bro. My girl paying for my meals now. He got complacent, bro. He got
yes,
complacent
You
to the
don't
point.
think
It's like,
Megan
bro,
getting for meals? You
he
don't
like no. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if you remember in the relationship before that, it talked about him having to pay for the girl that he was with all her food and stuff like that.
everything.
Everything. So now he got a girl where, bro, she doing more. She's spending more money than him, paying for everything. He eating good. He getting chubby. Can't run the routes the same no more. He got a little complacent. Because you got to remember, the Chiefs won a lot of close games. So what's the saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
So I'm
So
asking.
come on now.
So do you think Megan is not paying for a single date?
Yeah.
I didn't say that she's not, but I'm saying that basically the difference is the personality is different. Travis Kelsey is a flamboyant person. Klay Thompson is not. Like you'll see. Okay, for example, what I mean by flamboyant is like, okay, for example, you'll see Travis Kelsey dancing in training camp. You'll see him doing different type of stuff. You'll see it to get him get into it with his own teammates in training camp. You're not gonna see that from Klay.
Exactly.
You're not gonna see that from Klay. We don't like to be honest. Before Klay started dating Meg, Klay was dating other celebrities. We just don't know because he kept it
He was low key about it.
That's what I'm saying. This is in the public now. And you know once it goes public, once it goes public, things go left.
You're right, but what I'm saying is Klay's a different person. He a different person. Like that man is pretty chill.
You seen how he was looking at that dinner? She doing all that talking. You saw that. You seen the energy just being sucked out of him
because he's not used to that, Brody. When you got a girl that's pretty much lives her life off of social media, he's not used to that.
So you think that's gonna help him translate to getting averaging 20 plus in
wait, no, JP, you said it wrong. Hear me out. He's gonna average 20 plus. He will be an all-star and he will make all NBA.
I'm saying 20. I don't know about that 20 plus.
You feel me?
I'm saying 20.
He may not make all NBA first team, but he will make all NBA.
I'm saying 20. I don't know why he's saying 20 plus.
This is a young man's league. He is playing in the Western Conference.
Okay.
Come on now.
They say shoot. He's a shooter, man.
Come on now.
Hey, man, listen. One thing about Klay, he gonna get them shots up.
Yeah.
He gonna get them shots up. And he gonna have more shots. The fact that there's no, because you gotta really think about it. There's not really no dominant ball handler on the team right now. Kyrie out. There is no Luca to control the offense. Nobody can really control the offense right now. I don't know where they're gonna
He's
put Cooper
not.
Flag at.
He's not a on the ball guy. He's a
No, I didn't say he was on the ball, but I don't know
so
who. If, I don't know.
yeah, we're gonna see. I'm so excited for this fantasy league. And shout out
Mhm.
DG, man. Shoot,
DG.
we missing our boy DG, man. Shout out DG, man. We're gonna get this fantasy thing started.
About to get smoked.
We're gonna be posting, and this is what I want from us, Soka fam. We're gonna be posting our actual weekly rankings of who did what in the fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it spicy. You know what I'm saying? And who drafted who. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it spicy because and also anybody who's interested, you know what I'm saying, just kind of let us know if y'all want to join the league, you know what I'm saying, and we'll just be posting, and updating the people what what's going on. And you see he's holding up a W, but that's actually an upside down M. He might be just a little dyslexic, but we gonna see. So to transition, DDG banned from Twitch. This was something that kind of happened briefly, and I'll let Starboy expand on this since he's our social topic guy.
So pretty much what happened was DDG, I think they were on a boat, they were doing a yacht stream. Him, Ben the Don, and a couple of other people that were doing a yacht stream. And pretty much what happened was I think they were reacting to somebody's live concert, right? But you got to think about it. If you're showing something that's live, that's on another person's channel, you could potentially get banned for it because you're showing their content. You could say it's not like you're reacting to it. This is something that's live. So pretty much that's basically what happened. And then after that happened, he got banned. And literally he got banned. And within 30 minutes, them boys unlifted that ban because that boy said, "Oh, let me take my time." Like what LeBron says, "Let me take my time to South Beach." That boy went on YouTube. He was like, "Oh, let me stream on YouTube." That boy went on YouTube. Within 10 minutes, he had 10,000 people watching. Within 10 minutes, 10,000 people watching.
That's what you call a made influencer.
So then he called Aiden Ross because Aiden is with Kick. He's another streamer. So he was asking Aiden like, "Hey, Aiden, what's going on over there at Kick?" Within 30 minutes, them boys unbanned his account. It was supposed to be for 48 hours, Mello. They were supposed to do 48 hours.
The boy couldn't
He
take
supposed
it.
to be locked up for 48 hours, and them boys said, "Nope."
That means them boys putting belt to ass with them numbers, man. They doing a thing. They bringing in some revenue. I commend anybody that can get to a bag that fast, man. But you got to start.
For sure.
You got to start somewhere. So, you know what I'm saying? Just continue staying with us, Soko fam. And, one day we'll be there. You know what I'm saying? That as long as y'all keep on liking, commenting,
subscribing.
We might have a collab, that dream collab. Remember,
Absolutely. All that.
What was it? A week or two ago, Mello was prophesying. Pastor Mello was bringing us in with the collabs, the dream collabs.
Yeah.
Now, come on now. Y'all make that a reality now. So yeah, that's to me, I think, DDG is building his own brand. He's becoming his own boss, and he's taking back what's his. I feel like all the younger people I admire due to the fact that like y'all doing what y'all supposed to do, just running up a bag, man. As long as y'all ain't getting into nothing, y'all staying consistent, you know what I'm saying, running up that bag, buying y'all little scat packs and chargers, by all means, you know what I'm saying? This the new wave, this the new times we living in, where it seems like anybody can make money doing what they like to do.
Right.
So, why not try your hand at it? I encourage anybody that wants to, take the power back and bring it into their own hands and be their own boss. And, anybody that would love to, come on here and have conversation with us, feel free. DMs and boxes are open. So
24/7, 7 days a week.
Yes, indeed. So our last topic of the day, this one is a little more on a sour note. Now, usually we don't like to end it on a sour note, but it's just they say death comes in threes, right?
Mellow look like that.
You're right. No, no, because I'm about to say, I'm like, oh boy, where are you
Yeah,
going with this?
three of us on here, but we ain't talking about us.
Nah, we ain't talking about that.
Oh, okay, okay,
This is
okay.
big energy right here. This is big three energy. No, this is pertaining to Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne, and Malcolm Warner passing. And that's what I mean by death coming in threes. Whenever somebody fades away, is always usually two more following in suit, you know? And I don't really know why that might be. I kind of have my theory and I kind of have my hunch, but what is your thoughts on this? And I'm gonna start with you, Mello. What are your thoughts on the three passings?
Okay, so I'm familiar with the first two, Hogan and Osborne, Malcolm. Some I know of him, but don't know too much of him. But Hogan, man, even though as I got older and I finally saw Hogan for who he was as a person, I still respected the wrestler version of Hulk Hogan. You get what I
Okay,
mean? Just
okay, brother.
unfortunate,
Mhm.
just unfortunate that he passed away at the age of 71. Due to health complications. Like I said, man, just seeing this guy on TV, talking about Hulkamania, and him doing his thing. Feel me? I always respect the wrestler Hogan, but the person Hogan, I would never respect him as a person. You get what I mean? Ozzy Osbourne, man, that guy's a classic, bro. Even though I don't really listen to rock and roll like that, or like heavy metal, Osbourne, man, his music, it definitely provided a different type of element. You get what I mean? Like, the song, it's a common song. They kind of made a remix to it. The song "Let's Go" by Twista, Little John. I said the original song came from Ozzy Osbourne, and it's something like I said, man, just something about his rock and roll style just bring just energy, bro. And in his final tour, the way that he was able to live out on a bang, you get what I mean? Like, and how to all that money, he had donated it to
Mhm.
charity. So for him, he did something one last time that he loved. So I'm definitely gonna miss Osborne. Malcolm Warner, just like another very unfortunate situation. Like I said, I heard good things about him. I heard it was about the Cosby Show, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cosby Show. So, prayers out to everybody and their family in this situation here.
Okay, okay. I think one thing for certain is that all these guys have major influence, right? And what this teaches me is that no matter how much influence you have, nobody's susceptible to
Mm-hmm.
death. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's one thing you can't escape. It's
No.
something that's inevitable. It's gonna happen to each one of us. But it's all about how you want to be remembered and what you want to be remembered for.
More.
Now, like Mello said with the Hulk Hogan situation, I respect his line of work. I respect what he did. You know what I'm saying? But his his legacy does kind of have certain stains on it as far as like how he was perceived by certain ethnic groups.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And as far as Ozzy Osbourne is concerned, I always looked at him as a rebel, and I respect his work. I just think, when you tear the body down, you know what I'm saying, at the end, and then it has nothing left to give you, you know what I'm saying? This is the result of that.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the Malcolm Warner situation, I feel like that is very unfortunate. I feel like people, when we go on vacations, man, the first thing we want to do is run to the water, which is, cool and all, but I have a limit. Even when I'm in Miami, I never go past my nipple. You know what I'm saying? I don't never let that water go past my nipple because I have to be able to still get up out of there just in case. You know what I'm saying? And even that is still a little bit too high for me just because I've been in situations where like dolphins have swam by me and I thought that was it. And I always ask myself, you know, if that was the case and that was not the dolphin or something that was just willing to attack me, I would have been gone because you can't outswim those type of things. We are
Right.
in their home. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We ain't doing that.
So let's keep it safe, y'all. Everybody, I know we want to, all we all want to be like Nemo and go touch the butt, but we need to stay you know what I'm saying, at a chest range where we can, you know,
You're
get up out
right.
of there if we need to get up out of there. You
Not
know,
me,
Know
bro.
your limits.
I ain't trying to be like Nemo. No,
yeah,
sir.
you ain't trying
Listen,
to, but
y'all know I still live in Miami. Listen, at the beach. Matter of fact, I went to the beach yesterday, bro. I'll look at the water from a view.
okay, okay, you play,
That's it,
you
bro.
play,
If I'm going swimming, bro, I'm going to a pool. I might as
understood.
well go to a pool, bro. I'm not doing none of that where a current could push me back or anything like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
not
Them
doing none of
currents
that.
is serious.
Yeah, them
Speaking of,
currents.
Serious.
I got a wild story about that, and this
Yeah.
is why I keep it safe, chest level. So one day I was at the beach, and I'm standing there, you know, floating, do my use, just vibing in the water, right? And I felt something grab my leg, and I went underwater, and I was underwater for I want to say about like 15 seconds, but it felt like way longer than that. So when I finally popped back up, I was at
You're
least
deep.
like I was at least like a football field away from shore. I was like, wow, what grabbed me first of all? I was so shook. What grabbed me first of all? But then I had to realize, you know, these are common things. Currents
Mhm,
that come through the water, they'll come grab you and take you off away.
mhm.
And you pop up on the other side and you looking around like, damn. Now imagine you in the water, it's nighttime, and that happens to you. Come on now.
You're done.
So I
You're
don't I don't
done.
even try to play
Done.
like
So.
that. And even when I go to the beach and I am on the sand, you still got stuff to worry about in the sand, like
Mhm,
crustaceans, crabs, and all
mhm,
that extra stuff. Marine life is very tricky and unpredictable. Oftentimes I think about it, a lot of people getting eaten by fish. These are fish. And you got some of these fish that are so intellectual to where they can, you know, communicate back, radar echolocation. I don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want
I,
to be that. That's not my portion. You know what I'm saying? I don't see myself going out like that. You know, and that's what seems to be the case a lot of times. You know, people dying through these shark attacks. I seen the other day on the internet, this man unhooks the shark. He saves the shark, right? But his
mm-hmm.
problem, he got too deep off in the water.
Yep.
mhm.
He tried to veer the shark off. But look, at that point you did your job, brother. You did.
Exactly.
You don't gotta, you know, guide him. He know how to swim now.
Mm.
You gotta do that. But he turned back, took a couple bites of him. That was it for him.
Mm.
Mhm,
But you know, we can't. We as people, we gotta understand, man. The
mhm.
moment to play hero, and there's a moment when they say, "Okay, he good,
Exactly.
he got it."
You're right. 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 It's out of your control.
You're right.
Exactly, bro.
Then
So
next, JP, you said, I said before we end, you said one key part tonight that pretty much stand out to me. No matter how much of, no matter how much of an influence you are in this world, there's no way of avoiding death whatsoever.
no way,
There's no way of avoiding death. Like
no
your time will come.
Mhm,
way.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, listen. I want to say something before we end regarding their deaths, real quick. First and foremost, I want to say shout out to Malcolm Warner's family. If you guys have not watched the Bill Cosby show, I know that Bill got them. He had them allegations, and he in jail now. But that was a good show growing up. Watching Malcolm Warner on that show, watching him on The Resident. I don't know if anybody watches The Resident. It's currently on Netflix. It's a great show. I believe he comes in on the show in episode 13. He's a very strong character, very powerful character. Um, Pretty much love and respect to him. Like as far as when I would say when he played a role for real. Like he studied on that role. Like you could tell that when he played the role of a surgeon, he had you know the the words and the vocabulary as if he was a surgeon. So
Mm.
I would say that's where he was good at. Ozzy Osbourne, always a legend, for sure, and always, just like you said, you can't escape death, but at the same point in time, Ozzy Osbourne, goat. Hulk Hogan, I don't like Hulk Hogan, man. I really, cause like it's like, don't get me wrong, like the wrestler, yes, he will always be a legend wrestler, like a legend. I can't take that away from him. Can't take that away. I'm not gonna take his career to take his legacy away. But certain things that, and like we and JP were talking about, backstage before we got on, the word him calling people brother, like, that don't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't sit right with me. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, if my biggest thing is if social media wasn't relevant when he was like coming up wrestling, I could only imagine what you were saying then, because nobody was knowing what you were saying when you were chopping it up with, because wrestling is more diverse than it's ever been now. But before, it had a large,
Caucasian
wrestlers.
White tee.
Yeah, so it's just like, bro, like, when I heard what he was talking about, I'm like, yeah, bro, I can't respect that. Like, don't get me wrong, you're a legend as far as in the wrestler, but a person, yeah.
Nah.
Well,
We ain't rocking with that. You will never see me in a Hulk Hogan shirt, halter top,
You're right.
anything like that. You will never see me dress up for him for nothing. Nothing, bro. Can't support.
context is everything.
Exactly.
So, like, if I was to say, my Soko vibe and brothers and sisters, what I'm saying, is a little different from, yeah, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
You know what I'm saying? That's a little.
Right.
That sounded a little hard, bro. No,
You're right. That brother amplifies
brother.
something else.
Come on. It sounds like you want to say something else.
yeah. On that note, brothers, my name is JP, and this is Starboy, and this is Mello. Thank you for joining us tonight, on Soko Vibes in Sports. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be coming back to you next week, same time again.
Till next time.
Until
Like,
next.
comment, subscribe, fam.
Yes, indeed.